What's up, everyone? Welcome to Pound for Pound TV. This is Michael, and it's been a while, but I'm back. The middleweight division has, until recently, been regarded as one of the glamour divisions, but there has been a noticeable lull since two of its standout cohorts last met in this weight class back in 2018. Of course, I'm talking about Gennady Golovkin and Saul Alvarez. The two settled things this year in their third fight in 2022, but that was at super middleweight. Alvarez now exclusively campaigning north of 160 pounds since 2019. And Gennady Golovkin, despite being a unified middleweight champ and currently in possession of the IBF, WBA and IBO titles, has seemingly crossed over into the shot fighter category. However, as one action-based Kazak winds down his career, another Kazak continues to create waves and make a claim as the next big thing to come off the Egis Klimas production line of Eastern European fighters. I am talking about Janibek Alimkhanuly, and this coming Saturday, the 12th of November USA time, he takes on Brit Denzel Bentley as he defends his WBA World Middleweight title since being upgraded from interim champ after former champ Demetrius Andrade was stripped of the title for inactivity. Yes, Boo Boo said bye-bye to the belt.
Okay.
And now Janibek will make his first title defense in Sin City, Las Vegas. Also that night, look for Seniesta, super bad Estrada, as she defends her WBA World Minimum title against Argentinian Jazmin Gala Villarino. Whereas Gennady Triple G Golovkin brought you, hey, come on guys, Mexican style. Janibek Kazak style, Alimkhanuly will look to bring you just that, a Kazak style. What is a Kazak style? Well, in shorthand, let's just say it's a combination of styles. The former Olympian is a come-forward fighter that likes to initiate the action, a type of fighter that combines technical boxing sensibilities with snappy power and accuracy. Efficient, great footwork, always a menacing presence. He can come at you or fight backwards and is always swift to punish sloppy work from his opponent with quick hands. Be it in attack or when countering, blistering hand speed and precision really does make those standing opposite him second guess their next move. Janibek had his last opponent, Danny Dignam, literally falling over himself trying to read Janibek's movement. What this did was not only highlight the mindset of the opponent when they realize who they're in the ring with, but also the class discrepancy between Janibek and his contemporaries up to this point. In just about every single pro fight, 12 of them, all wins, 8 by KO, no draws or losses, he has disposed of his competitors with absolute authority. Now that the WBO middleweight title is draped around Janibek's waist, the question is, who is there to fight in the division that will help give Janibek some gravitas as a pro? He didn't beat a champion to become a champion, and he might just be one of the most avoided boxers around. Assuming he gets through Bentley, defeating Bentley isn't going to give his career much credibility. Next in line in the WBO rankings, Golden Boy's Jaime Munguia, who passed on Janibek previously, may eventually face Janibek as mandatory, but beating Munguia won't elevate Janibek much either, even if Munguia is undefeated. Triple G holds most of the other belts, but he is faded as a boxer. I doubt Andrade or Eubank Jr. to this day want anything to do with Janibek, not that defeating them will rocket Kazak style to the forefront of pedestrian boxing fans' minds. And WBC champion Jermall Charlo is out of the question for now, and no word on if or when a reschedule with Maciej Sulecki will take place. For now, Janibek is avoided, not necessarily because fighters or promoters are scared of him, but because he's a high-risk, low-reward type of fighter. But a few more successful title defenses and continued profile building. Hopefully, he gets some big money and legacy fights in the not-too-distant future. For now, I expect he's fully focused on Denzel Bentley.
Who the f*** is that guy?
Denzel Bentley! Denzel Bentley!
Hi, good night, everybody.
Seriously though, in all fairness, just because many have not heard of Denzel, including myself, there is no reason or excuse to look over a fighter that is currently ranked inside the top 20 middleweights worldwide and inside the top 15 in the WBO rankings. Watching some tape of Bentley and listening to what he has to say leading up to this bout with Janibek, I can see that he is going to come out and bring the action and I think we are without question going to see a knockout. I like his attitude and how he is determined to silence his critics and doubters, and this reflects his style. Attack-minded, a mostly mid-range to inside fighter from what I see, Bentley isn't scared to walk into the fire and take shots in order to give it back. He carries decent power also. He doesn't necessarily load up on everything, but he's able to generate enough power to turn lights out, particularly early in his career, and break faces. It's the cumulative damage that takes its toll on opponents, and when Bentley gets his range, rhythm, and the smell of victory in the air, his killer instincts kick in as he looks to punish and batter his foe relentlessly. A little robotic, hesitant to throw, and almost unsure of what his next move will be in the ring at times, as if he's just making it up as he goes along. He has, despite these flaws which also include a fairly lax defense, he has amassed 17 victories with 14 by KO, 1 loss by way of knockout, and 1 draw. On the domestic level, he has held and successfully defended a British middleweight title, the British Boxing Board of Control title that he's currently in possession of. Whether or not Bentley can become more than a domestic or regional level fighter, of course, will depend on how he continues to develop. He's only 27 years of age and has some time before he hits his peak if he keeps at it. He has come up against quality opposition before, like impressive talent and fellow Brit Felix Cash. Bentley lost that fight, but it gave him exposure to fighters operating on a higher level. It also gave him a migraine that night after the referee had to intervene when Bentley looked to be out on his feet at the hands of the Surrey traveller, and the fight was stopped in the 3rd round. A fair stoppage, I think. Ultimately, this game is about levels, and I think this will be obvious when Bentley steps in the ring with Janibek. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to dip my junk in a bowl of Tucky's chips and stir it around, but it's hard to imagine an upset happening on the night. I think Janibek won't really need to get out of first gear. No disrespect to Bentley, but Janibek's speed, variety of shot selection, movement, all these things will be too much, and the class discrepancy will be too great for him. I do see a stoppage win for Janibek. Mid-rounds is my guess. If you want to check out some of my other content outside of boxing, be sure to go to my YouTube channel, Barefoot and Free. It's a travel channel. I've been around the world and I've got many more destinations to visit, so be sure to check it out. I'll provide the link below. Before we hear from the experts, a reminder to please jab that like, share, subscribe and notification bell. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you'll receive some cool perks. Are you looking for some new threads? We've got t-shirts, hoodies and more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi Pound for Pound TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshop, so make sure to check them out. I've said for some time that life is a fight outside the ring, and like so many, I too have battled with anxiety, depression, substance abuse, and so many obstacles in life. These were dark times, but I turned it around, and my experiences might help you to do the same if you are or have dealt with similar hardships. It's all documented in my book, How to Get Out of Life Traps, and it's available on Amazon, so just follow the link below. Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one. Looking for somewhere to store your crypto? I'm not a financial advisor, but it's pretty obvious that cryptocurrency is growing in popularity and utility. And many folks think that they've missed the boat on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, but they couldn't be further from the truth. And if you're invested or looking to invest, CoinSpot has you covered. This is not a paid sponsor, but CoinSpot is what I use to buy or sell crypto, and it's where I keep my investments safe. Click the link below and check out the up-to-date and user-friendly charts and overall platform that is blockchain certified and trusted by millions of users. Follow the link provided and enter the code to receive $10 worth of Bitcoin just for simply signing up.